Have you ever noticed this strange feeling? You earn more than you did a few years ago. You're more educated, more experienced, more responsible, and yet money still feels tight. Not desperate, not a crisis, just constantly stretched. If that sounds familiar, here's an uncomfortable idea worth sitting with. What if you're not bad with money at all? What if you're just playing the wrong financial game? Let's start somewhere very normal. Imagine a 28-year-old professional in the US or Europe. Decent job, nothing flashy, nothing unstable. On paper, the salary looks solid. But after taxes, Social Security, health insurance, what actually hits the bank account is very different. Let's say it's about $4,000 a month after tax. Now real life shows up. Rent or mortgage takes $1,400. A car payment or lease takes $400. Insurance, fuel, public transport, another $200. Student loans, maybe $300. Credit cards, subscriptions, phone, internet, $250. Groceries, eating out, small comforts, $600. Before anything goes wrong, over $3,000 is already spoken for. What's left doesn't feel like wealth. It feels like breathing room, temporary breathing room. And this is where most people think the problem is spending discipline, but that's not actually the mistake. The real mistake is subtler. Most people are taught to play a comfort-first game with money. The goal isn't wealth. The goal is smoothness. Smooth monthly payments, smooth upgrades, smooth lifestyles that don't feel embarrassing or restrictive. So instead of asking, "Can I afford this?" the question quietly becomes, "Can I afford the monthly payment?" That one mental shift changes everything. Let's take a simple example. A $35,000 car financed over 6 years might cost about $550 a month. That feels manageable, but over time, with interest, insurance, maintenance, and depreciation, the real cost quietly climbs past $45,000. That's not transportation anymore. That's delayed wealth. And this logic spreads everywhere. Phones, furniture, travel, even hobbies. Nothing feels reckless on its own, but together they lock you into a system where income growth feeds lifestyle growth, not financial security. So why do smart, educated people keep doing this? It's not ignorance.
Humans are wired to avoid pain today, not pain later. A smaller monthly payment, its psychology, feels harmless. A big long-term cost feels abstract. There's also social pressure. Nobody sees your savings rate, but everyone sees your car, your apartment, your vacations. So money decisions slowly become identity decisions. You're not trying to be rich, you're trying not to feel behind. And the system quietly rewards that mindset. Banks make money on predictability. Companies make money on subscriptions. Economies grow when people stay comfortably indebted. The game is designed to keep you functional, not free. If this pattern continues untouched, the long-term effect isn't poverty. It's something more subtle and more common. You work for decades, you earn well, but most of your income is always pre-allocated. Savings grow slowly. Options stay limited. Time becomes more expensive as energy declines. Nothing collapses, nothing explodes. You just reach your 40s or 50s wondering why progress feels so shallow. Now here's the quiet shift financially intelligent people make. They don't think in terms of monthly comfort. They think in terms of future flexibility. They see money less as a reward and more as stored choice. They're not obsessed with frugality, they're obsessed with reducing permanent commitments. They ask questions like, if my income stopped for 6 months, what would break? Which expenses buy real freedom later, and which only buy relief now? They don't eliminate enjoyment, they delay some of it, not because they're disciplined superheroes, but because they understand the game they're in. And once you see the game clearly, guilt disappears. This isn't about being good or bad with money. It's about awareness. So if money feels tight despite doing everything right, pause before blaming yourself. You might not need more hustle.
You might not need better budgeting tricks. You might just need to stop playing a game that rewards comfort today and start playing one that quietly builds options tomorrow. If this helped you see money a little more clearly, consider liking the video or subscribing for more calm, realistic conversations about how money actually works. No hype, just clarity.